Hello friends, welcome to the channel Happy Learning. We are learning SQL here. In the same series, we are at step 5 now, where we'll see how to insert data into the table. In last series, we have learned how to create a database, what are the ACID properties, what is difference between DBMS and RDBMS, what are the advantages, shortcomings, and then we create a table. Here in this series, today we are going to put data into the table. So let's start how we get we put data into the table and forget we use select statement. Like this was the table which we created last day, TBL department. It has 3 columns: department ID, department name, and is active. So today insert into means we are going to put data into the table. Right now we have a structure only that is completely blank. We have created that in our last series. Now today, what is the syntax of creating data into the table by putting data into the table? Here is the syntax which tells about how to insert data into table. It is insert into table name. Then you have to put your columns as many as you can have in your table, then comma separate column, and then values value 1, value 2, and up to and number of values. It should be matched with the number of the columns. If we take example of TBL department, insert into TBL department, then column name, department ID, department name, or is active. We are not going to put department ID because we have set this column to auto incremented value. So while putting insert statement, we will not consider that department ID. We have put department name and is active. So department, any department it could be IT, finance, marketing, sales, and C is active is a bit statement. Bit statement always accept 0 or 1, but we have accidentally given true. So this is the way SQL tells about the errors, how to solve the error, how to read the error. It automatically tells the true is not any kind of valid statement for it. So we have correct that to 1. Now it give us the message 1 row affected. Let's see what is the 1 row which is affected into this table. This is TBL department, and now see we have put IT department and it is active. So first row get inserted into table using this insert into statement. This is department ID 1, department name IT, and is active. Now this was the first way of inserting data into this table. So if we want to see what is the structure of the table, then this is the shortcut Alt plus F1. You need to press Alt key with F1 key. You would be able to get the below screen, the result screen. Here you can see what kind of the structure of this table is. What are the columns, what are their type, what is their length, what is the identity, what is the value of seed, and what is the incremented value, what are the primary keys related with this table, and what are all other indexes related with this table. So here in this video we'll tell you everything practically, which are a few things are not even written in the books. You would not be able to get these kind of shortcuts while working with the SQL, as we have the practical experience of IT industries which we does regularly in our daily practice. That's why I'm telling you all this stuff, shortcuts also, and what are the practical things which we have learned during working on different projects and everything. So Alt plus F1 is the shortcut key to see structure of the table. Now here is another way of putting data into the table. Insert statement part 2 means another way of inserting data into TBL department. See, in last series, in last way, it was like TBL department where and column name, then the value and it should be matched with that one. So here we did not specify any kind of columns over here. We just set values and given the value. Insert into TBL department values HRN 1, where 1 means it is again active department. So to with this we have TBL department with 2 rows. Let's see another third way of putting data into the table. Here, let's consider an example where you need to put suppose 5-6 departments collectively. How can you do that? You can do all the stuff using same query. You just need to repeat the value statement again and again with a comma separate. Means value 1 marketing and 1 is again the active, then comma separate another department name and is active sales, and it is not active department right now. So here in this I have mentioned I am supposing there should be 2 rows inserted for TBL department. Let's see how it works. To execute the statement, we need to press F5. When we select it and execute it, it will insert 2 rows into TBL department. Let's find out how using the select statement. Select star from TBL department. See, we have 4 rows now. With this, we have learned 3 ways of putting data into the table, means 3 ways of inserting data into the table. First one is with this syntax of table name, columns, and values. Another second way is just putting values. And third way, we have to put n number of values with a comma separate value. So this is what we have right now. We have 4 number of rows which we have inserted recently using insert statement. 3 type of insert statement we have used over here. Now we will put different values but in duplicates. Like we are going to execute these insert statements again and again. Suppose you can run these statements by selecting these statement to 3-4 times or executing this statement 3-4 times. Selection and then execution. See, I have executed these 2 times and I'm putting some more departments and try to execute the same statement. Why I'm doing so? I am trying to put duplicate value into my table. See, this is what we get errors, and by putting or correcting these things we can rectify these. And error itself tells what you need to correct over here. You need to learn by doing. You need to learn how to do the things. You need to learn by doing practicals. Practice makes a man perfect only. Just remember the thing. You need to practice as much as you'll practice, you learn how to do it. We have just increased the length of our table. If you will notice the first column department ID, it has auto incremented value which is increasing as we are putting data into the table. Department name itself is having some duplicate values. Is active is the another statement. We have put different kind of data with duplicates data into. Now the question might arise why we are putting duplicate data into it, so that we could generate our next scenarios for it. We can update data from this table into this table. We can find out how many rows are there for IT department or for HR department or for any specific department. We can find the count or the number of data with the duplicate records. We can delete the duplicate records. All these are the queries which we will execute, we will learn step by step. So let's get for select statement for this. we have added duplicate records over here. Now let's see select statement with where clause. How we can select data with where clause. Select statement is having syntax select star from, then table name, where the condition. Condition we are going to see. I'll tell you 4-5 statement how we can see. The first statement what it'll do, it will give me all the department name IT means the data of IT department. This is what I'm having the rows of IT department, 3 rows. Then greater than, less than or equal to comparison operators. I can apply like this. Department ID greater than 15. All the data which is having department ID greater than 15. Or you can put less than or equal to also. Just do practice of all this stuff. Select start from TBL department where department ID is greater than 10 and end statement and or not you can put with this where could be n number of conditional statements whatever is required by you or whatever is the demand of your project. Select start from TBL department where department ID is this and it should be inactive. How many are inactive departments? These all are the departments. As we are having duplicate data over there, we will find out how to remove duplicates from the table. How many are the duplicate rows available, like sales department is having 4 rows which are inactive. All these kind of select statement we'll do step by step. For now this is like one more thing, like operator, it's kind of wildcard operator we can say. So we can put like any department name or followed by percent sign, which means any department which has first 3 letter like fin and then it could be of any length. We'll discuss about this like operator also in our next videos. As for today, we have talked about different ways of inserting data, of putting data into the table. We have learned 3 ways of inserting data into the table, and now how to retrieve data by using different where clauses, different where statements, and whenever you will select, you can execute them all also. Like we have executed these 5 statements and we can see the result of 5 statements. This is the way SQL make the difference of windows. Like first statement, this is the first result of first statement. If we have lots of data, it gives us horizontal and vertical scrolls also. You can view your columns. So I think that's all for today. Today's session. Thank you. Keep learning, keep moving forward. Hope you are liking our practical videos. If you are liking us, kindly motivate us by subscribing our channel. Press the bell icon, like, share, and comment. Keep learning, keep moving forward. Thank you so much.